Welcome back, degenerates. I hope everyone had a watch-free Christmas. You spend 99% of your year drooling over watches, so it's good to take a break from it all and remember to feed the family sometimes. Today we're taking a look at this odd diver from Citizen that looks like a tank, feels like a Lotus, and drives like a 90s Honda. This is the NB6004. I don't think it has a nickname like the Ecozilla, but it should. I've been intrigued by it since its release because it looks cool in such an over-the-top way, and I knew it was inevitable that one would end up in my collection. Bottom line up front, I don't like it, but that's just my opinion. I'll do my best to showcase its objective qualities, and you can decide for yourself what to make of it. MSRP on this thing is $1,300, but you can easily find it in the ballpark of $700 or less, depending on the time of year you're hunting. I bought mine on Chrono24 6 months ago, just south of $700. Here are the dimensions. One thing I want to highlight is the overall weight. The internet will tell you 147 grams, but I personally weighed it in at 145 grams. That may seem like a normal weight, but for its size, it is exceptionally light. In hand and on wrist, this watch almost feels like a toy. I know that its overall lightness is technically a strength, but it goes against my personal preference. A watch that looks like this should not feel like this. Here's how it wears on my wrist. For reference, my wrist is 7.75 inches or 19.6 centimeters in girth. There's no hiding the fact that this watch wears like a helium-filled heifer, but just like how I'm into plus-size women, there's going to be fans of this kind of case shape as well. The watch is powered by a 9000 series automatic Miyota movement. From top to bottom, there's a sapphire crystal, a unidirectional dive bezel, a screw-down crown, a screw-down caseback, and fully loomed hands, indices, and bezel pip. All of this falls under ISO specifications and is rated as a dive watch to 200 meters. The substantially sized bezel has a unique insert that consists of a pyramid-like vector texturing and embossed numbers. The outer edge is basically like a Marathon G-SAR bezel on steroids and makes it a breeze to operate. The 60-click action is okay. It's not as robust as I'm used to, and I've had much better actions on much cheaper Citizens. For what it's worth, it works. It just feels unmotivated compared to its physically impressive design. A closer look at the dial will reveal a continuation of the vector texturing. Personally, I think this looks really cool and provides the right contrast to the rest of the case. The orange minute and second hand makes for a very legible display, and the date window blends in perfectly. I am a sucker for neural texturing, so the crown automatically gets top marks from me. The head is signed with an embossed ProMaster logo, which I think is a nice touch. Crown action isn't anything to write home about, but there's nothing wrong with it either. The threading is smooth, and everything is solid enough. Here's a look at the caseback. It's simple, clean, and effective. I'm sure some type of design opportunity was missed here, but you also can't go wrong with a brushed finish like this. And that's about it. What do you guys think? I've already said I don't like it. Not for any objective reasons. Objectively, it's fine, and I'm sure there are thousands of you that love this thing. On paper, I should be all over this thing. I just can't get down with the titanium. A big dumb monkey like myself needs to have some heft on a watch, and I find that lacking here. For what it's worth, it looks cool and is more than qualified to handle whatever you need it to handle. So do what you will with that information. That's it for now. Stay classy. I sure as hell won't.